Halsey Allen. The Narrative Podcast is changing the narrative one episode at a time.
Welcome. You are now listening to the Narrative Podcast, and I'm your host, Halsey Allen. Welcome all my narrators. Welcome everybody new to the podcast. This is the Narrative Podcast, the home of Black positivity, aggression, and Black reciprocity. So, if you're new to the podcast, let me briefly explain to you what it is I do here. This is called the Narrative Podcast, and it's called the Narrative Podcast for a reason. Essentially, the mainstream media, music, television, all many forms of digital and media outlets portray Black people and Black culture in a negative light, twisting the narrative, if you will, basically propagating negative Black stereotypes. And my platform is dedicated to basically providing positive frames of reference about Black people and Black culture, thus changing the narrative by destroying negative Black stereotypes and essentially, giving Black positivity and Black excellence a voice here, changing the narrative, telling our stories from our perspectives on our own terms and conditions. Bam, that's the Narrative podcast experience in a nutshell. So like I said in a previous episode, I think I'm going to stop giving you the whole rundown of each segment of the Narrative Podcast and just brief you on each segment as I go come to them. So get ready for that. So my very first segment is the Black promotion plug, and this is an olive branch out to any Black-owned business owners that need or would like some free promotion for their business product or service. So if they want free promotion for their business product or service, please hit me up at Passion Webmail at poeticpassion.host. And in the subject bar, type promo. And in the body of the email, tell me a little bit about your business product or service that you need promoted, and a little brief bio about yourself. How did you start the business, your name. Of course, also include an address if you have a physical location, website, email address, of course, for your business product or service, and just anything you would like the consumer to know about it. And I would gladly promote it on my platform free as of no charge to you. And the whole purpose of it is just reach one, teach one. I'm not asking anything for in return. I'm hoping that you would, plug my podcast, still sharp and still. But yeah, it's free. That's not a requirement that you have to, but it would be dope if you did. But yeah, free promotion. Passion Webmail at poeticpassion.host. All right, and at that same email address, I am hosting a contest, and this is just listener participation to engage my audience and get feedback from them and include them in the Narrative Podcast experience. And the current topic is shopping while Black. I want you to share a shopping while Black experience. If you've ever experienced it, please I would like to know about it. And I just for entering the contest, everybody's pretty much a winner that enters. So I don't have like no disqualifying factors. I might not read everybody's shopping while black experience, but the people that enter, they're going to get something, and the something they're going to get is a bulk supply of their favorite snack. Hence the title "Chew on This." And this contest is completely free to enter. To enter, all you have to do is send me an email to passionwebmail at poeticpassion.host, and in the subject bar, type "chew on this" and then / shopping while black. And in the body of the email, put your shopping while black experience. Try to not make it more than 5 paragraphs long. I just want to know what happened, what came of it. So what I'm looking for is like a shopping while black experience. Did they treat you poorly? Did they give you poor customer service? Did they follow you around the establishment as if you were going to steal something? Did they treat you like you couldn't afford what was in the store? Or did they just not want you in the store, didn't want your business at all? We've all experienced that in America and abroad. It's something that still continues today. And it's really unfortunate, but this is just something we have to keep this conversation going. So, yeah. And then also in the body of the email, make sure you include your mailing address so I know where to send your snack. And specifics about your snack. What do you like? Chips, candy bar, whatever. I send you a bulk supply of it. So, ideally, my logic behind it is I purchase it from a black-owned vendor, ideally. But if I cannot find a black-owned vendor, most likely it'll come from Costco or Sam's Club. But it'll be a bulk supply of your favorite snack. And yeah, just for entering that contest. And now, my very first segment, and kind of my favorite segment, is promoting black-owned businesses. Now, the reason why I do this segment is to, again, showcase, highlight our contributions, demonstrating with a positive frame of reference that we are the antithesis of all these negative black stereotypes that float around, that they kind of perpetuate and push towards the front, that basically hyper-criminalize our men and hypersexualize our women, always making us appear destitute, financially deprived, or criminalistic, or amoral. So the black-owned businesses that I try to promote are, just regular people. They don't have extensive amount of training. They just kind of figured it out. In addition to that, being black-owned, they also do for the community, community-based. So like they hire their own. They have some type of incentive program to like empower the community. They either give back to do some type of philanthropy, some type of activism. So those are the criteria that I use to promote the black-owned business section. So it's just not go out and support a business just because they're black-owned. So I understand if it's like year one, like you're just starting out, it's only been like 1 or 2 years. But if you've been in business for 5 years or longer and have never ever done anything for the community, you're just as bad as dominant society, you're actually worse. So, yeah. But anyway, I digress. On to the Black-owned business section. So, also, in addition, when I started doing this section, I've come up with a theme for the businesses. And so I got an ongoing theme, and the theme right now is springtime. So it's going to be from probably now till June. So the Black-owned businesses that I've been promoting, you know, you just think spring weather, springtime, things you would need in the spring. So I think my last segment I had did bicycles. The segment before that was ice cream bicycles, bow ties. I was like, my logic was like Easter Sunday. That's what I did with the bow ties. But anyway, so when I think spring, my logic for these next businesses, people are becoming more active in the springtime. They're going outside, doing outside activities. It's when the outside activities start. So I'm thinking you need to have a place where to get your outwear and hiking supplies. So my main thing was like hiking, to kind of specialize in camping and outwear and that type of thing, because people are going on more nature walks and hikes in the springtime. So that was my thinking behind that. And these next businesses are companies that specialize in that. So first Black-owned business up the bat is Slim Pickens Outwear. And the founder's name is Jamiah Dawes. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's Dawes. He founded the company in 2017. The email address is slimPickensoutfitters.com. And it's at the corner and the physical location is at the corner of Washington Street and Belknap Avenue in Stevensville, Texas. So he started out, he developed a love of the outdoors at an early age. He was a member of the Boy Scouts of America. He solidified his love for the outdoors while away at college at Stevensville, Texas. I didn't really find any articles to say, what he was taking, what he was majoring in. But anyway, he got inspired to create Slim Pickens Outwear while attending college at Stevensville, Texas. He initially started out selling apparel on his college dorm, but it wasn't specifically outwear per se. It was just like, just t-shirts and keychains, and you just, kind of basically like drop shipping is now. He was doing it on the analog days. He didn't really have a target market. It was just like he was in college. He was a broke kid in college. So